I'll start the recording now. So do you mind I do a live streaming to Facebook as well?
Sure.
If you mind, we can just do a recording.
Do you want to do the introduction or me?
I can do an introduction, but before that, if we want to attract more people, I think we can have a Facebook live streaming first to to tell the people that currently there is an event ongoing.
Okay.
Okay. So before we...
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Marcia.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
All right, good. So waiting to begin. And
just give me a second to set up the live streaming. Yeah, I'll do a short opening first. Yeah. Thanks for, let's see, inviting Imagoza. Am I pronouncing my name correctly?
yeah, Imagoza, Michael Imagoza.
Oh, Michael Imagoza. Okay.
Yeah, you can call me Michael. It's okay.
Sure. Yeah, maybe before we announce this event, we need to introduce what is Economy first, because this event is currently doing a live streaming on Economy. By the way, Imagoza, do you need to share your screen later? I can open the permission for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean share my video?
Your laptop screen. I mean, do you need to share your screen, or you can just have a talk with us?
I don't have my information on here to show you.
Oh, okay, just cool. It's okay.
I can talk, but it would take me a couple of minutes to put it on here.
It's okay. I can give an introduction first, and maybe in this duration you can set up your information or slides.
Okay, give me a second. I need to do airdrop.
So before everything, I might need to go to the HackMD and introduce what is Economy. So yeah, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to sessions of Imagoza that introduce this topic to us. Maybe later on he will give us a more detailed introduction. So before everything starts, let's know what is Economy. Economy is basically two combined words, which is a company plus a academy. And it is a self-learning community that's originally formed by a group of partners from science, technology, startup, and education background. And yeah, the reason why we announced this Economy Facebook group is due to the COVID-19 pandemic that everyone can only stay at home. We want to make use of this time that people cannot go out, can only stay at home. Yeah, maybe we can use the time to learn some new things while making friends. Actually, we have an English version of opening that contributed by our community members, Shunjie. And normally in Economy, we use Zoom and Facebook as community platform. And we also have a Discord server. And HackMD will be our collaborative writing platform. And during our sharing session, we might not use teaching, but using guidance or sharing this sort of word, because this is not an online course. It's just a session for us to share information and learn from each other. Yeah, I think that's all for my introduction. So let's give the whole session back to Imagoza. I'll stop sharing
Okay.
my.
Okay, ready?
Oh yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So this is an introduction to what's called the Divine Lion Path. It is a process of returning to oneself, finding the one inside. It's a process of self-healing, self-mastery. So it is a program to help you develop the tools that you need to go inside and heal yourself and realize that you're your own healer, your own master, and a step by step how to do it, how to go about it. We often don't have the tools and the things that we need to fix ourselves, and we are so outside ourselves. So how do we return home? And this is this program is created to help you. It's very unique. There's a lot of things that talk about spirituality and different things, but they don't really tell you step one, step two. So this program is a 10-step program. It takes about 10 months to 5 months if you want to do it quickly, or to 10 months to understand this process. But I'm going to share a lot with you today that's going to probably help you a lot. And things that no one's probably ever told you. So usually I like to ask people to kind of meditate a few minutes. If I can't really see you guys, it would be better if I could see you. But I'll trust that you can set up straight with me for a few minutes. So I want to guide you inside. I want you to kind of let you clear your energy. And we're going to start right now doing some work. Okay. Because there's knowledge, there's one thing you need knowledge to do to achieve something. If you don't know how, you can't achieve it. Right? You might be working hard over here, but doing all the wrong things. And someone who's mastered something can tell you the exact way to do it. So first you need to know how to do it, to know where it is, what direction to head. And then you need to very much do it, put it into action. I have so many people call me and say, well, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling in trouble, I'm depressed or whatever. And I ask, what are you doing? And they're on the couch. They say, I'm on the couch. So you need to get up and stay in action if you want to become self-aware, heal yourself, take your power back. Okay. So let's just start. There's several points in meditation, and there are 4 positions to meditate. Okay. There is sitting. Okay, there's sitting down, there's in a chair, cross-legged. There is laying down. There is standing. And there is slowly moving. Okay. It is said that when meditation was created by the Chan, that they actually wanted you to move, but no one could do it. So they told you, just forget that and sit down. So the first ones usually in this program is sitting down and standing. Then later on, laying down and sleeping meditation. And then fully more advanced is moving, which is the hardest. Moving meditation is, and they the Neidan work like Tai Chi, Bagua, this type of stuff. Xingyi. Very internal arts. These internal arts were created for a reason. People don't understand why these things were created. So we'll go into some of that. So let's sit down. Sit straight. Spine is straight. Spine is very important. All right. We want to keep our body. This is a vehicle. We want to use it properly. So spine straight, chin in. So many times we're outside ourselves. This is all about getting inside yourself. So chin in, spine up, spine straight. Shoulders relaxed. No tension here. Relaxed and down. Your tongue control. Your tongue is what's called the head of the red dragon. So touch your tongue up to the soft palate. And it also touches your pineal gland, endocrine glands, the glands of ascension. So this is the first part of the microcosmic orbit. Right. Then the next part, pull up between your sexual organs and your anus, pull that area up a little bit and hold it. So these two parts, hold this. Chin in, tongue control, head up, shoulders relaxed, and then put your hands in the Buddha palm. So the left one supporting the right one, and this creates a recycling of your energy. So set like this. And close your eyes. Usually when you meditate, and if you're not visualizing something, don't close your eyes. If you don't have a point to focus on, don't close your eyes because you'll just fantasize and your mind will wander again. We want to tame the monkey. We want to tie up or put the monkey asleep. So we're trying to bring our body and our mind together. So set up, relax, tongue up, pulled up, spine straight, hands in your lap, and close your eyes. And I want you to start breathing through your nose only, very calmly. Just for a few minutes. Find your breath. And I want you to start a very special breath called prenatal breathing, baby breathing. And I want you to start from the bottom of your heel. And I want you to pull the breath slowly and gently from your feet up to your knees, from your knees up to your hips, from your hips up to your chest, from your chest up to your shoulders, shoulders up to your neck to the top of your head, and pause. Then exhale, going down through your head, neck, shoulders, arms, chest, hips, legs, knees, feet, out to the earth. Inhale, slowly up, feet, legs, knees, hips, chest, neck, head, pause, down. So just like this the whole time, keeping your mind with your breath. Now I want you to visualize white light around you, keeping with this calm breath moving through your body, and just white light all around you. Completely around you. Infinite white light as far as you can see. Above you, below you, and in all directions. Continuing with your breath, tongue up, energy pulled up, and then white light. For 1 minute, just breathe calm. Start feeling peace. Like this white light is cleansing your mind, clearing your energy, clearing your space, clearing your entire being. Now I want you to begin to see a little cup in front of you, like a teacup. No handle. Like the Chinese, like the Asian teacup, little cup, no handle. Just in front of you in the white light. See the cup. And that cup is empty. And I want you to look in the cup. Stare in the cup. And as you stare in the cup, I want you to become like the cup, empty. Tongue still up, pulled up inside, energy, sexual energy up. Slowly breathing through your body from your heel to your head, all the way down. Looking in the cup. Relax. 1 minute. Now I want you to go to your breath and stop the breathing you were doing. And I want you to, similar breathing, but this time I want you to breathe in, count of 4, and I want you to breathe out, count of 8. I want you to double your breath going out. So here we go. In, out. In, out. And when you breathe out, I want you to control it slowly down, like you're blowing through a straw almost, going down, down through your system, all the way out. Then again, start with your feet. Come up and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, out, down. Out your feet. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, out. In, out. One more time, in, and out. Now continue your breathing, just relax your breathing. And I want you to smile inside, still breathing through your nose. Smile inside somewhere, way inside. You don't know where, just smile inside. In the void of yourself, smile inside. Think of someone you love, something that makes you happy. Find that emotion and smile inside. Now begin to bring that smile into the cell, into your atoms, into the cell. All cells now, all cells, all through your body, trillions of cells. Now let it move through your nervous system. Let it go into your blood. Let it go into your bone. Let it go into your muscle. Let it go into your joints. Let it come onto your skin. And when it comes onto your skin, start to have a little smile on your face. Tongue up, energy pulled. Relax your breathing, smiling a little bit. And now, smile is glowing a little bit on your skin, like a little glow all the way around your skin. Relax breathing. Radiating smile. Calm mind. When I count to 5 and I ring this bell, start to open your eyes. Slowly come back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you still there? Still alive, everybody? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So we want to go inside.
Okay.
There's the basic tools. Want to go inside. So let me explain. So the way the world has conditioned us and we have gone through this programming and we have accepted it ourselves. It's not the world. We have also taken part in accepting what you think you are, your story, your narrative, your identity. This is not real. This is self-grasping. This is delusion. This is illusion. And that will always be there for you, and you can work with it. In this path, the lion's path, the lion means to stay on the path, right? And it's a lot of stuff in that that's a teaching about you, how to use your mind and many things. And we go two ways. We go with the monkey mind, and we're working with the monkey mind, and it's very difficult because you can't really fix the mind with the mind. Right? And the Taoist knows this more than almost anyone. Many people are trying to get rid of their body all the time. Many young people, what can I take? Somebody just texted me, like I put something about a Taoist poem and they didn't understand the poem, and they're just like, well, just take some mushrooms. Can't do that, but take ayahuasca. And they say, but can you hold it every day? You can get, it's like a master doesn't, he's too tired to tell you, or he doesn't know how to tell you where he's been, but he's been there. So he just ties a rocket on the back and lights it, and you shoot off to space, and he goes, there, see, you're not, this is not real. But then when many people come back, some of them have psychosis, and they're already borderline, have some schizophrenia, they already have anxiety, they already have depression, and some of it cures it. But they have to drink it all the time. They have to take it all the time. The monks realize this isn't the way. The Taoists realize that this isn't the way. We want to do this ourselves. How do I do it with this body, this mind? And you definitely need the body. You can't get rid of the body. Even when you're taking the drug, it's hitting the DMT already in your brain. All it's doing is activating it. It's giving you a window to God for a few minutes. And a lot of times what is happening, it only is dealing with the subconscious mind that you haven't dealt with. And the things that are seeing is from down here. And they're also not very relevant to what is. It's pseudo. It's just the first level. It's the beginning for many, taking some mushroom or something like, oh my God, this is some other thing that's going on. And the things it's reflecting is very personal. It's what you haven't dealt with over here. And you can do that without what it's telling you, go home and do the work. So in this program, we do this way, we work on this through what's called recapitulation. We start a journal. We start writing down our story. Because we realize that this whole thing is a mechanism. The mind is a mechanism and the body is a mechanism, and it is a device. This is a device. It's very much like your phone. We are not either the mind or this, but it's something that's been given to us by God. It is our divine right to use this to connect to God. It's not after you die, but it's been denied to you. It's been taken away, and you have been pulled apart and dissected. The only way back is to put it all back together. Become one thing, one complete unit. This is like your phone. You want to get Wi-Fi, but it's not charged. It's not plugged in, and the apps inside are not turned on. You have to turn on the things inside to make this device work. It is a vehicle to God. It is meant for God to be here on two planes. All the teachings tell you to join heaven and earth, yin and yang. This is the device to do it. No one has ever told you, at least publicly in the history of this planet, what a human being is. Yes, we know many things about dissecting the human, but no one has ever told you flat out what it is. It's been denied from you. Because if they ever told you what this is, you cannot be controlled. And through the misappropriation of trying to control you and disempowering you in the way that you can be put in to be a worker and fit in society in the way they want you to, has broken this device. So right now, in no way can you access spirit in the right way, in the proper way. This is not a container for spirit right now. In your general public, in the general person, no one is connected to spirit. No way. No way. It's like a container that has holes in it. And it is connected. We're all connected to spirit. We're all one thing. But you're either awake to it or you're not. And the tough thing to tell you is you're either awake now and you're awake later, or you're asleep now and you're asleep later. You're not asleep now and going to be awake later. No, that's not what all the masters say. That's maybe what a lot of people want to believe and talk about and say, but that's not the reality. And that's not what the masters are telling you. So it's a muscle now you have to flex. You have to work on it now to be able to have that later. So awake now means awake later. Sleep now means asleep later. It's the saying of the Tao. You're in the Tao or you're out of the Tao. What does that mean? Well, just a few minutes ago, we were closing in on being in, right? For just a few minutes, we were kind of going in. We're getting in. We're with our breath, our mind. We're sinking. We're quieting down. This is it. You can't talk about it. I'm talking about it, but I'm not in it. I'm in monkey mind. Right? So the thing is with society, the more you project outward, the more you shrink inside. It's like a science fiction movie. It's a little scary, huh? The more you look out, the more you shrink inside. The movie like The Incredible Shrinking Man, you know, you get a little smaller all the time. Until you have no spirit at all. At the end of death, no, it's called seeping death. You recycle. Some people think you're supposed to recycle. They've read the scriptures wrong. They didn't read the small print. And it's not talking about tomorrow. It's not talking about when you die. It's talking about, they're talking about right now. Start today. Go inside today. Okay. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the $1 million question today, if you really want to know. How to stop the matrix. Does anybody want to know that? I hear a lot of people talking about it. I haven't heard it yet. And I can tell you what enlightenment is today. What is God today? Just today, right now. Okay. All right. Enlightenment, let's go with enlightenment. Enlightenment is a state of being, right? Oh, one more thing. The more you project out, the smaller you are, and the bigger the system, the more effect it has on you. Now, I'm not saying you can't look at something externally and go inside. We could take this, stare at it, and possibly find enlightenment. Some people have, some monks said they stared at a leaf and he found enlightenment. But he's looking at nature. Going and listening to the river, or going and staring at the sunset. These are powerful, powerful things. But those things are taking you inward. See, it's a focus of our mind to control the monkey mind. Okay, so the internet can zap you because it's so big. So when you're going into it all the time, social media and on your phone all the time, you are very, very much shrinking inside. Even if you're successful outside in the world, and you know this by the actors and the musicians and the very famous people, they are very small inside. They may have millions of dollars, but if they haven't done any work, and some people are smart enough, they spend their money and go to someone and say, help me, I need help, right? Some master teaches them how to go inside. But they're about this big and they want to kill themselves. They're depressed, they're suicidal, they have anxiety. They die of drug overdoses, alcoholism, because they've been projecting themselves so much. They're trying to succeed. They're trying to please people. They're worried about what they're going to say and do and the reflection. So if you want to find yourself, you have to stop everything and go down inside. Let's start with the matrix before enlightenment. If you want to get out of the matrix, here you go, $1 million question. What do you do? Anybody on there? No? Can shout it out? It's very easy. Stop. Stop right now. Freeze. Tie up the running horse. That's what Taoists would say. Put the monkey in a cage. Put the monkey to sleep. The thinking, jumping monkey. And the nervous running horse. Stop. Freeze everything. Because you're the one making the matrix. You're the one creating the illusion. You're the one in the dream. You're the one also in power. Right now, I'm returning the power back to you. Stop. Freeze. Take all these senses and turn them in. Find your breath. Control your tongue. Pull up your sexual energy. Pull it in. Because everything wants to go out. See, even your sexual energy wants to go out. Pull it in. All senses, all desires. Pull in, close off, go in. Remember, monkey sees no evil, hears no evil, speaks. Close all these off. It's that simple. 5 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. You have the rest of the 23 hours and 60 minutes or 50 minutes to be in the matrix, to be in your dream, to be holding on to your identity, to be holding on to your story. You got all the time to do that. Don't worry. Just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to stop the world. Go inside, close all desires, close all senses, and turn those eyes inward. Turn those ears inward. And create what's called true intent. I think Chinese is, my Chinese is not so good. Shen Yi, Yi, mind. Mind has to have sink in to the body, has to unify with the body to control the monkey mind. The monkey mind can't do it. You just have to have a pure intention, go inside, stop. Find breath. Breath is the great unifier. You want to unify the mind and the body, so you can't do it without the breath. And when those two come together, my friends, you start what's called an ember of intention for self-healing, for self-mastery, to return to your root. And there is true happiness. Because happiness, again, doesn't come out from out there. It comes from in here. Peace doesn't come from out there. Or somebody, make me happy. It comes from inside, but you have to find inside. And it's not just try to meditate, close your eyes. You have to really know the chemistry. You have to really know this body. You can't leave the body out. No way. You have to patch up all the holes. Otherwise, Spirit's always running through you like water. But how much water can a bucket really hold with holes in it? You have a little residue. Everyone has a little spirit, but they don't have much because it has to fill up. It has to fill up to a certain level. And then when it gets so full in you, you have what's called Shen returning, spirit returning. And then you have awareness of spirit. You can set in this, turn everything off. It takes maybe a time to cultivate what would be called Shen returning, the spirit awareness returning to when it has a certain point, it fills up, and you've burned away a lot of those shadows inside that you wouldn't look at. Because the mind also affects, it's electrical, it affects the tissue, it affects the body. We store the problems, we store the journey in here. So you have to open it, breathe it out, connect it in, connect it all together again. Put it together again and start a fire in that burns out all the dampness, that burns out all the unawareness. And the more you go inside, the more it will be cultivated. And if you want to learn more of those practices, that's part of my course. I teach you the alchemy. You want to, part of it, you want to put the monkey, so everyone's in the condition of jumping monkey and running horse out there. Everybody, every person you see in their daily life is jumping monkey and running horse. Yeah, and that causes leaking energy, because at the end of the game, like I told you, either awake or you're not, it's a muscle you create, but it's a power you have. Internal power. You don't have it, you don't have it. You have to develop it. Yeah. And if you're in this state, you're always leaking. You're a container. This is the container. We need this, or you can't receive spirit. It's not. This is the device. God gave you this. And if it doesn't have sealed up, you can't hold the spirit. So they say this is a condition of the body is not it has too many holes. So by sinking that monkey and putting it to sleep and tying up the horse and stopping everything, you begin the alchemy of internal alchemy right there. You start a fire, you start an ember of awareness, of intention. And then you have to keep doing it. That's what your practice is, those 5-10 minutes. And you'll gain it all yourself. Christ told you, kingdom of heaven is within. The Bible tells you there's no temple should be built of stone. That means not that you just can't build a temple. It's not, it means the temple's here. Don't look in the temple. The facades and the paintings and all that stuff, that's to give you this pseudo feeling. Oh, this is feeling great. But here's the temple. The narrow gate that everyone, they're talking about, the road is broad, but the narrow gate you enter, that little door is in the temple, and the temple is in here. The kingdom of God is behind it. That's who you are. When the Taoists say connect to the 10,000 things and all things, this is when you're returning. And when that spiritual awareness finally returns, Shin, spirit will give you emptiness. That's the next phase. Emptiness is when you enter and connect to all things. And it's profound. When it happens to you, you're shocked. Because it's a physical sensation. It's not, spirit is not out there like, oh, it's all this whimsical thing. It is an electrical current. It's called the force. It's the current. It is currency, where the word comes from. Money. It's the current sea, the current of the sea. It's consciousness itself. You become consciousness itself. There is no higher. There is no lower consciousness. Think about it. There's only consciousness. The monkey mind is trained intellect. This is super intelligence. Our body is super intelligent. Don't forget, there's the intelligence of the body. It's connected to billions of years. When you go down inside and your mind meets breath, they become one. It accesses then eventually all things as you deeper you go in. There's nowhere else to go out. All answers are in. There's nowhere to go but in. And what is that? Stop the world, stop your senses. This is called controlling Po, P-O, in the Taoist. It's all your emotions, all your likes. Every time you hit like and dislike, you're in the monkey mind. You're losing energy, actually. Maybe you think you're gaining it, but you're losing. A true spiritual warrior is impeccable. Going within, doing the work, creating the tools, their own tools. If you got a bicycle and you're always broken, and you always give it to somebody else to fix, you don't know how it's going to be fixed. You're the one to fix yourself. Trust me. You're the one that knows your story over here. You have to not just let it go, but you have to own it. You have to own the fact that you were a wounded child or abandoned child or raped or hurt or beaten or, you know, something went wrong. You have to own it. You have to give yourself love and give those people love. You have to forgive yourself and you have to forgive those others. You have to let it go. You have to forget it. It's illusion. At least for 5 to 10 minutes a day if you want to get well. If you want to get out of depression, anxiety, suicide, relieve your cancer, have remission. Right now, our mind My mind too sometimes, man. Like this. This is monkey mind. It's twisted up. It's wound up so tightly. It's not very useful spiritually. It's intellect. If you're projecting out, yeah, maybe you're successful in the world. What was it, Carl Jung or Krishnamurti says, it's no, there is no, how do you say it? Comparison to say that you're successful in an insane world, that's sanity. So how do you do this? Well, we're doing it from two directions. We're working on our monkey mind with our monkey mind, and we're working on it with our spiritual. And what we want to do is untwist our mind. Unwind it so it's useful again. So it's very open, very flexible, very free. This is the spiritual method. Unwind, untwist, unlet go. And when you find that feeling of letting go, it's so beautiful. When you feel like that ability inside to just start melting, letting go, it's profound. It is so profound. Unraveling the mind, unraveling the body, making it one complete thing for the first time ever. Not to escape any part of it, but to totally put it together. Like, I know my friend loves Iron Man. Just like when Iron Man hits the button, he goes, all comes towards him and he pulls it all in. This is the true master. This is the true master. Collecting all, coming in, stopping the world, finding your breath, going inside. So what could be enlightenment? You guys know out there now, by now? Can you talk about enlightenment? Yeah, sure, but can you be in it? No, because then you're in the monkey mind. It's like somebody saying, I am God. You're already out of God. Because this other identity views from the past. Its whole reality lives in the past. It can't exist in the present. It can't exist when the mind and body join. So it views the present from a little angle. It can't be at the present. So it makes a present the past present. And then you see through all these filters, you're looking like this, and everyone has their own version of the filters. And so when somebody's seeing something, everyone sees something different, like the story of one person's looking at the elephant backside, one's looking at the trunk, one's looking at the, the feet, the ears. And we create a delusion. As Buddha says, everyone is delusional. Why? Because they're holding on to the story. And as soon as you start to let it go, and one way to let it go is realize it, and another way is to just start becoming one and tapping in and using this device, the body, what it was meant to be, joining heaven and earth, joining yin and yang, finding the breath, joining the mind and the breath in the body. All these are the tools. They're just the beginning tools. Starting the intention, holding the concentration. All your meditation is for you to hold concentration. To be immovable. No one can move you. So how does that help your life? Well, it starts to fix this problem with the monkey and the body. So when someone comes, you realize your story because you've done this work inside. It starts to spill over, the cup spills over into your other life. And they can't get your goat. They can't get your energy. All of a sudden you feel your own stuff coming up. You feel your story and you own it and you subdue it really quickly. If it comes out, you own it and say, hey, you know, man, that was me. I'm so sorry. Because you don't want to put it on your pillow at night. You don't want to get home and be on your pillow thinking, oh, I could have said that better to my friend or that person or person on the subway or whatever. You're still thinking about it, and what's happening? You're leaking all your energy. Why don't you have any energy? You wonder. So you hold this focus. The nervous horse is not so nervous anymore, not anxiety. You can find your breath. You do that 4-8 breath I told you. Breathe it, sit down. Calm your breath. Calm, use these tools. Go inside, relax. You can do it right on the subway. If you feel like, oh, I'm late for work. Ooh, that's not serving you. Go inside. Find your breath. These simple, simple, simple things. Breathe from your heels up to your head. Tricking your body to follow your mind, follow your breath because it takes so long to breathe that way. So it just has to. Okay. See how simple it is? Yeah, very simple. Just have to do it. Then it takes like giving you the knowledge, then I even do the action. Yeah. So those are the basics and understanding ourselves. So enlightenment is a state of being. People have this whole fantasy of enlightenment and it's way out there and they have no way themselves as a normal person. They think ever achieving such a thing, it's beyond them. That is totally wrong. Read the Chan, read the Dzogchen of the Tibetan monks. They'll tell you it's a process. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. You're building up your container to one day, maybe you can really hold this and everything in your external life. Then you can get up and what they told you the first day, meditation is moving. You start moving in a meditation and you're sunken down a lot. You're not in your story. You're becoming a master of yourself. People can't get your energy anymore. A situation either can't get your energy anymore. You're building a divine power within. This is the art. This is Ne Dan. This is Ne Gong. Many people are confused about Tai Chi. Been doing it for decades. They don't know it's a meditation. But it tells you stillness and motion. You're looking at usually your middle finger. You're hypnotizing yourself to go within. Now in fighting, you're not looking at your hands, you're going to get punched in the face. And Tueso, you're not either when you're practicing sparring. Otherwise, in forms, yes, you are. You're going within. You're studying your hands a lot. Qigong, you're looking at your hands. You're looking at your hands. Using your hands. All these practices are self-hypnosis. All rituals, all ceremonies are self-hypnosis. All meditation is self-hypnosis. You have to understand the mind and this mechanism. You're putting your state of your brain state in a lower state, a theta state. Tai Chi does not mean Tai Chi. You guys can correct my Chinese, but my Mandarin. But it's not qi, it's ji. Ji means pole. That's your spine. That's your central point that you guard in martial arts is here. You're here, you're guarding it. It's your spine in Kundalini yoga. It's your spine. Ji is the pole. You have to have it straight. You have to have your Ming Men back here. You have to have the Ming Men straight. This is good for walking your day to keep a shock, but this is why you want to open. These are all these gates. These are the apps I talked about turning on. You need to open these gates in your body. So this spine is saying the Tai Chi, the ultimate pole, not Chuan. I'm just saying Tai Chi. The ultimate pole, the ultimate alignment, the ultimate understanding. You're becoming this one unit. Totally mastering. One complete unit. Yeah, self-development. And then when you hit the ultimate G, the ultimate pole, which has to do with the physical North Pole, and your Dantians also have to do with the North Pole and how the Big Dipper is drawn. It all has a connection. Look how unique the Dipper, how it goes like that. The stars, it's all connected. There's nothing that's not. It's all important. This part of the top of your head and the North Pole and your pole axis and your spine. The 33. Jesus died at 33. He was telling you to descend the oil. Christ is the oil. Crisco, Christ. And then he says, rise the oil back up. In Taoism, you have to reverse the tiger and the dragon. The dragon has to return to the waters. Right? The tiger is the po, is the emotions. They have to be subdued and turn back. They have to marry within. These are energies that you need to cultivate within. Do you have any questions right now? Anybody? So these are the things. Remember, if you're the more you're viewing out, the more you're shrinking. And this is why we feel so small sometimes, even though we're successful in the material world. So we need to return at some time during our day and start building inside and building this connection. Spirituality is a muscle that you have to develop over time. And it doesn't take a lot of work. It just takes a little bit of consistent work. It can't be forced. This is the art of Wu Wei, Baozi, and Zhuangzi. Right? Wu Wei is when you first have to have a structure. This is the structure I'm talking about. And then you let go in that structure. Like a guitarist. A guitarist that learns his guitar, he's learning the instrument. You have to learn the instrument. When he gets a professional guitarist, when he gets up to do the concert, he can't be thinking note per note of the song. If he does, it will be no life, no soul. Everybody will go away from the concert and say, wow, that was played classically well, but there was no feeling. He wasn't in Wu Wei. He wasn't letting go. To solo is Wu Wei. If I learn all my Tai Chi, but I never learned to express myself finally in it, I haven't learned Tai Chi fully. If If I learn my guitar, I never fully learned how to express myself in it. I've never really learned the guitar. So the solo is the wu wei. It's a, especially as far as Zhuangzi is concerned, it is the spontaneity within the structure. First, you don't just whimsically do whatever. You have to have a foundation. What I'm talking about today, starting the ember, that's the beginning foundation. Stopping everything going in, that is the beginning of the foundation. Freezing the world, owning your story, giving love to it, that is the beginning of the foundation for you to ultimately find yourself, authentic self, true mind, join with all things. This is enlightenment. That state of being is enlightenment. It's nothing else but enlightenment. It is a state of being, though, and it's not a passive state. Meditation is not a passive state. It is a relaxed song state. It's fa song. It's relaxed, but it's aware. More aware than the monkey mind. Far, far, far more aware than the monkey mind. It is that, it's active but not forced. It is right there saying within, reminding within. The tongue is up, the sexual energy pulled up, the one is with breath, very active, very there. No, cannot space out. Then you're not, you have to return to breath, return to tongue up. You see? So enlightenment is a state of being. You can talk about it, but it's not it, right? It can only be done. God you can talk about, but you can't say it. Upanishad says this tongue, this human tongue in no way can say God's name. This temporal human brain in no way can conceive of God. This being can no way draw God. You know how people try to draw God. Here he is. Looks like this. That's him, and that's his name. That is monkey mind. And what does that create? War and death across the planet, my friends. Fully delusional. What is illusion? People don't understand illusion. That is illusion. The Native American says, the earth is real, the world is fake. It took me decades to decipher that. I would say it over and over. Different teachers. I said, but the world is physical, right? It's like material. All material things are illusion. It's kind of the wrong concept. Think about quantum physics and each particle's in the particle. It keeps breaking up to particles. Is that really illusion? Or is it our mind? This dream, everyone says, you're in a dream. You're asleep. Wouldn't you think that's illusion? Delusion? Where I'm telling you, you go within and you're connected, all that's gone. It can even disappear visually, and you're still here. Your consciousness is still here. That divine awareness. physically, you're feeling it. Physically, I said. A current, currency, the force. You've pulled out, literally pulled out your plug from the matrix and said, wait, over here, I'm plugging into nature. Li, that life force, that Li that directs Chi, which is the principles of all things, that the super intelligence that runs through all things. Plugging in, now you're fixing your container so you can hold it. Your divine right, what a human being is to do this. It's just been taken away. Your divine right, this vehicle was a God-given gift, just not using it right properly. Yeah. A human being is two things again, see? Yin, yang. Human, animal, soul, bound to the earth. Yin. Being, spirit, yang, heaven. Enlightenment is the word, my friend. Human being. You're not human beings if you don't do that. You're a human. You're an animal. You're a soul, not being. When you are being, that's enlightenment. You're in your being. You're in the spot. You've stopped the matrix. You're the one that froze it. You're the one creating it. You freeze it. You stop it. You go in. You're being. You're connecting heaven and earth with this vehicle. This is, our phone is very much a reflection. The smartphone. Is Wi-Fi in here? Don't I have to plug it in? Don't I have to charge it? Don't I have to turn on the inside? It's just a reflection of who we are. So being is when you plug in, pull out, plug in the right source, turn on the apps, go inside, and you're joining heaven and earth that way. As soon as it stops the monkey mind and a different chemistry starts, you're changing the chemistry and you're becoming a human being for the very, very, very first time. So human being, I was told, at least by some of my teachers and elders, that's like saying you're a Buddha. You've joined the two, you're joined the what they call Shida, lower self, and Hokshita, higher self. You're joining them. And that is all the teachings. Their commonality is right there. How to join. But many people are confused. Tomorrow or at death. That's now. You're supposed to be doing that now. So that's a little bit. So why don't we try a meditation? Are you guys still there, or I'm talking to myself? So anyway, try to sit up straight, your spine straight. Breathing through your nose, tongue up, Buddha palm, thumbs close, in your lap, shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes and look here, look up. Look up here. Pull your sexual energy up between your sexual organs in your anus, that middle area, pull it up. Not too hard. Tongue up, soft palate, chin in. Align your body. You have to align it properly. It's like when you don't have enough bars on your phone. So line up, get in your posture, meditation posture, look up and in, tongue up, all these things. And just natural breathing again. Go back to baby breath. Let's take a few breaths from our heel. Slowly, slowly. Knees, hips, chest and arms, neck, head. Pause. Down, sinking down. Breath going down and out. Hips, legs, knees, feet. Again, take your time. All the way up to the head, so gentle, feeling the opening. And down again. Let's take 5 or 6 breaths like that. Again. Say for about a minute. Keep going. Observe your mind trying to wander. Go back to your breath. Now I want you to open your eyes a little bit, just a little bit like the Buddha. You always see the slit. And I want you to either look at the end of your nose or look at on the floor somewhere, just in front of you. And stay there so you don't wander around. Just keep your eyes there. Now I want you to do the Tibetan breath. I want you to just think about your breath coming in your nose, because we're nose breathing, just inside your nose. You can still feel it coming up from your feet too, but right here on between, just inside, the sensation, the actual sensation in your body, inside your nose. Tongue up, energy up, just looking at the floor. Feeling the sensation, the rhythm, in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. To feel the temperature as it goes in your body, cool and warm coming out. How it changes. Holding with the breath inside your nose. Now I want you to feel the sensation in the back of your throat, where the throat and the nose meet. Take it deeper. Feel in the back. Put your mind there. So let's do that for one more minute. Okay. When I count to back from 5 and I ring a bell, just open your eyes slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You hear the bell. So there's another method, all using the breath and the mind. So the concept again is syncing the mind to the body. So the formula, mind, body with breath equals Shen. Shen, then emptiness, then all things. Simple concepts, it's the practice that develops you. So another thing, let's talk about the breath. So many people, I say, would you breathe for me? And they go, take a deep breath. Oh, that's emotional breathing. That's going to be trouble for you because you're breathing here. Your heart is here. So, and then people tell you, okay, breathe in your belly. That's not so good. What's down there? You need to sync your breath. But so what we're doing is breathing the whole area because you need your kidneys. This is the most important part. So you need to try this exercise called belt breathing. What you do is you squeeze and you inhale through your nose and try to expand all the way around like a belt, like you are. Now the other way is like this. You're breathing like this out the front. You have to breathe the whole area. So try again. All your air out. And breathe in and so try this at home. This is something you want to be able to control. I tell my students to do it 50 to 100 times a day to start waking up the system. So, important practice. Another one. I told you about standing. Standing is very powerful. hard to see me here in my room, but standing, you want to find your stance, find your alignment, find your center. This is again a Ming Men. And not down, just push this part back. Sink here. See it? Shoulders same. Relax. Neck same. In. Chin. Head same. Up. Same is sitting, just standing. Your feet are just here. Your knees are not like this. Your knees are just a little bit. Not like this. Just a little. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with your knees. It has to do with here. See, I look like I'm sitting down, so my knees will be a little bit spongy. And just this one, just put your hands like this, or do like this. Let's just do like this. Same, almost like this. And stand. Pull up, touch your tongue, same. Can stand like this, stand like this, stand like this, stand like this. Again, frozen, right? Frozen. No moving. Stop the world. Go inside. Why is this very powerful? Maybe more than setting almost. Because the body is fixing itself. It's fixing itself on the planes. It's like finding where. When you have tingling, when you have listening power, looking power in, you're opening all these places. You're searching. It's not moving. This is phasic muscles. This is postural muscles. It's looking to fix itself. The body will fix itself if you align with spirit, if you align with God, if you align with nature, your nature, if you align yourself, your pole with the North Pole, with alignment. Stop. Follow your breath all the way up, all the way down. Try. Here we go. Try your hands like this. Hands not like this. Hands not like this. Live hand. Live. So your energy can move. Just stand. One minute. Look straight, far as you can look. One more minute. Relax. Let your mind sink. One more minute. Feel your fingers. Open your fingers. 1 more minute. Make sure pulled up here, tongue up. Feel it coming up out of the earth. One more minute. Open the top of your head. Feel you. When you open the top, you start to do like this. A little bit. Instead of like frozen. You open here and the North Pole. Think of the North Pole, the North Star, and it will open you. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back, relax, take a few, whatever normal breaths. Okay, I think that's it for today. I've shared so much, it's going to be a lot for your mind. We've gone through God, we've gone through enlightenment, we've gone through how to get out of the matrix, all these, how you would say, $1,000,000 questions. I hope I've helped some people. Maybe people are not watching today, they see this video, maybe years later. Maybe I'm not even here anymore. And you see and understand this stuff, and it touches your heart, and you're like, oh my God, thank you for sharing that day, because now I'm empowered. No one ever told me what a human being was before. No one ever told me my God-given right before. Nobody ever told me what the body could be used before. I didn't know the potential. I was always trying to get rid of it. Drinking and smoking and taking peyote and ayahuasca and mushrooms. But eventually, a lot of those people who know me, they write me or call me and say, hey, Imago, I know you've been working on this. How do I stay in this energy that I experienced through this vision that this gave me, right? And that is a lot to do with Neidan, internal alchemy, to really know yourself. It takes a lot more work. It's, not as easy as taking drugs or entheogens or, whatever you're trying to explore to find yourself. And you need to be doing it every day, see. Not on the weekend or once a year, take a big dose of something and go all out. Remember, every day you're projecting yourself, the smaller you get inside. That is intense. I would have to say for myself, even telling you that and knowing that, it's cool. The more you project out every day, the smaller you get, and you're shrinking. If you don't do any work inside, any internal art, no nothing, you're in trouble. You're definitely heading for trouble. Depression, suicide, uncontrollable anger, addictions, cigarette, alcohol, loss of love, don't know how to love. don't understand love. No understanding of yourself whatsoever. Completely outside of yourself. And it's what's been told to you. It's not your fault. It's what they told you to do, so you don't have any power. Have no awareness. Think God is in some cloud after you die. It's now. It is now. God is now. You're supposed to do it now. You're supposed to go within. Stop everything now. Oh, remember, you're the one creating the matrix within you. Stop. It stops. Freeze. It stops. You go in. It stops. No longer. Somebody hears all this. This is funny. And they're like, Imago, what about aliens? Don't ponder the questions and things again outside so much. Just do the work and you will know all the answers. If aliens are working on you, that's the monkey part. Who cares? If they control this dimension, they cannot control you in your divine self. No way. I know for a fact. When you come in and you become one and you marry the dragon and the tiger and you tie up the running horse, the nervous running horse, and you put the monkey in a cage or you put him asleep and you go within and you stop everything and you find your breath, the number one thing, and Shin finally returns and you create this container for it to be okay to be in here. And you find that awareness of what they call the true mind, and you see your authentic self, and you feel the current, a real live current that is ecstatic, my friends, that is the force, that is the real energy. You will know no aliens can affect you there. No, you are, and I will tell you right now, then in that state, and in that state only, a living God. And this is a term I'm using from the Native Americans. And my teacher told me a Winnebago, and Winnebagos have a lot of the story of history of the Native Americans. And he said, the day the white man came to the shore was the day a living God who held their hands out to pray and greet met a God in the book. Think about it. Think long. I thought about that at least 20 years. Another story, when the Hawaiians met the white man and he came on the shore, a man with breath met a man with no breath. And think about everything I've said in the last hour and 40 minutes and put it together for yourself. If you want to be awakened. That here a native is telling you a living God met a God in a book outside themselves with a person inside themselves. Not so much a monkey mind, they're living with nature. And another whole group on another island, a man with the breath. And if you ever listen to Hawaiian chanting, ho, aloha, not hello. Ooh, it seeps away. The language itself is not even good. English is not a powerful language. I don't care what anybody says. Native languages are very powerful and very sophisticated. Name of God, Ekalotahe. Whoa. God, Jesus, Ekalotahe. Powerful earth language. Breath. Mind to breath. If you want out of the monkey, sink your mind. Or the Tibetans say, drop your mind. I think the Taoists say sink your mind. I think the Tibetans say drop your mind in your body. And you can't do it with mind again. You have to do it with techniques. These are why all the techniques are created. These are why they spent thousands of years on this. This is for you to be self-actualized, for you to come in. This is enlightenment. This is your true self. So we almost got 15 minutes. If anybody wants any questions, I'm open to them, or we could start closing, because I feel I've given you quite a bit of information to process. I've gone over the important points that I think that are very powerful and very important for your life to change it. Remember, I told you to start writing down your story, though. Don't deny your story, to own your story, to give love to your story, forgiveness to your story. That means yourself first, because you're the one that's holding on to it. You're the one that grabbing onto it so hard. A lot of people, they're like, great, Imago, thanks. Now I know. But I'm scared to do what you're saying. I'm scared to stop everything and go within. Don't worry, there's nothing really scary in there. What's scary, you think, is this is out here. It's the shadow and stuff you're holding on to. It's not really real. Forgive yourself. Love yourself, then others. Then let it fade away. It's not as strong anymore. No, it's not true that you held on to it. And most of it, I tell you, 80% of it is you as a little boy and a little girl. And that's another reason you can't control everything you're doing today is 80% of what didn't happen in the past as a child or a young adult. You're trying to fill that hole, and it's endless, bottomless pit. You're looking for love. You're looking for something because you were abandoned, rejected, told you weren't good enough. Right? What do you say? I am love. I am beauty. I am amazing. I am better and better every day in each and every way. I walk in health. I walk in love. I walk in beauty. I walk in abundance. You have to work this story and also go within. So recapitulate, write it down, and then the points that are really hard, give love to it. Give love and forgiveness. Dalai Lama, people talk about compassion, different spiritual. Where does that come from? You can't just have it. It's only from going within. When you know yourself, your story, you know the monkey, and you know the condition of the horse, and you go in and you do a little work and you start discovering, whoa, this place is like a nectar. When you taste it, there's no other thing that you'll go back to the story. You've already had this cake, the cake of God. You're not going back to Oreos, even though you might like them. Yeah, you're not going to go there because you've done this, and you've also done the work over here, like gave love, understood it, overstood it. Has less and less power because you have more and more root here. So 5 to 10 minutes of going within, finding yourself is the most powerful thing you can do on the planet for yourself. So if I give you anything and I could give you that gift today, that's what I want to give you from my heart. This knowledge, this is free. If you want to study with me further, the people that hear this, I think there'll probably be a link to connect to me and connect to this guide that I call the Lion's Path. It could also be just called Finding the One Inside, Returning Home. There's so many names we could call it. Holding on, that's that. It's called Jinyi, or the true intention, staying on the path. Too much drinking, too much eating, too much this, too much that. You're off the path. Anybody want to say anything? Ask a question? Have I answered all your questions today? I hope so.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question, but I'm not sure it's a good question.
Any question?
Yeah, so do you think there's like different levels for, like, for example, you just say that understand yourself and like all the spiritual experience?
Is there different levels to it?
Yeah.
There's,
or all the levels are the same?
Well, there's not a different level of God consciousness. No, there's not. A little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. No. There's just God consciousness. Think about it. It cannot be a level. Is there more Tao or less Tao? There's just Tao. And what does that mean? A balance. If you're on, say, a beam and say, you know, this new thing, slacklining, have you ever heard of it? It's like walking on a tightrope.
Yeah.
You're either on that tightrope, balanced, or if you're not balanced, what happens?
It will drop down.
Yeah, there's no sorta. You're either in or you're out. So we work really hard to be in. It's like Going to the river. You're at the river, but are you in the river yet? No. You need to go over, physically get in the river and start to feel it. Just be in it. Don't worry about levels. Feel its wetness. Feel how soft it is, the water, how slick it is. Feel its current. Feel its rhythm. Right? Then get out. Go home. Be with your girlfriend. Whatever you're doing. Go to your job. But keep returning to the spring. That's why you're talking bubbling spring. Return to the water. Return to your original source. It's just plugging in, get energy. Unplug, go back and working. So there is a level of understanding, yes. I'm at a pretty good level, right? I know what to do, and I can do it very quickly. If you say go to God, I can do it in less than a minute. Straight to source. It'd be like saying, can you do some Tai Chi? Yes, I can go very good, very into the form, 1 second. I've done it for 30 years, Tai Chi. Can you play the guitar? You play because you've practiced 15 years. You don't pause. You go in the flow, you're in or you're out. You're understanding, yes, but the actual moment of it, there is no higher and lower. There is in or out. So your monkey mind, the intellect that you're training, yeah, will know more. Just like anything. A handstand. You see a handstand. Wow, you need 3 things to do it. You have to see it. You have to know. You have to see it like I'm describing it for you so you can know. Then you need your heart. You need to put that. That's what the Z-H-E-N, Jin Yi is. True intention. And then you need to develop the power to do it. A lot of people talk this, right? A lot of talking. Just like
that's it. I think you answered very well. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you have to hold it. You have to get the power in. That's it. Those 3 things. So you got it? It's good?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Yeah. So we got the 7 minutes left. Any other questions? No?
Have you ever been to Taiwan?
I'm in Taiwan.
Oh, you're in Taiwan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the Taiwan is upgraded my mind too.
Oh, yeah, there are different kind of ways to practice the whole thing you just sharing today.
I have all kinds of teachers here. Like I think
different approach.
At least 11 teachers here.
Really? Wow, cool.
That's all I do.
Cool.
Go to different teachers, and there's so much here that the Taoists, of course, a lot of ran here, right? So this is part of the spring of knowledge here. Yeah, Taiwan. I am living in Taiwan and I love Taiwan.
Cool. And how long have you been here?
I've been here 4 years now.
Oh, okay. That's great. Which city?
Taipei.
Oh, okay.
And this art and stuff I'm talking about, this internal, I've been doing that for now 33 years.
So do you think, is there any better environment for practice this? or like better city or like in the mountain or by the sea, something?
Of course. I mean, nature. You get the electrical energy from nature. Go out in nature. You know, the two powerful times are the times, and there's also the what is called Z and Wu hours of the night. That's a different thing, though. That's when you're sleeping meditation, very high level. That's after standing, sitting, standing. Then you do sleeping, and then you do moving. But the morning and the evening, right before sunrise and sunset, are the most powerful times to meditate. And if you're by the ocean or by on some mountain, sit on top of there, Wudang Mountain, and look out as far as you can with your mind. So take the energy of nature, because that's the point. That's the time. You can be outside yourself using nature, the one pointedness of looking at the sun setting and rising. They scientifically looked at it, said it activates the entire brain. Yeah. So all
That's
people
cool.
know, they all know this stuff. Yeah.
Do you recommend any places or?
Oh, I don't know Taiwan. I mean, most important, you just need to do it 5 to 10 minutes a day at home.
Yeah.
You need to build an altar.
Yeah, that's right.
You need to have an altar. You need a center of concentration that you don't, whimsically, you just go straight there, get up right away, right out of bed before you think, go there. Because you can ruin your day before you get your head off your pillow. Oh God, I don't want to go to work. Oh my gosh. Try not to do that. Go over, start doing different things. I can tell you what to do, but I can tell you, coaching you, that's part of what I do, but just try to meditate on your own is first. You want more? I got more. That's what I got. The whole program. I never showed any of it, but I can show. I don't know if I can show my screen.
I think you are allowed to share a screen.
Okay, you can look at something, what it looks like here. Can you see it?
Cannot see it now.
Oh, no. I don't know how to do it.
The green share button.
What's that?
The sharing button.
Uh-oh. I just sharing button at the share screen. There.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a green button on the menu.
Do you see it now? Share. You see? It keeps flipping to another thing. I don't know. Yeah. Do you see that one? Exercises?
Yeah.
Awareness. Here's meditations. This is only step 1. Look how many just one day. One month. So we begin by meditate. That's the awareness over here. So there's awareness, there's internal exercises, there is here, that's the awareness. There's meditations. Then I'll give you assignments. It has the focus and all the things that I went through. And then we'll review again the exercises. So it will give you the points and the exercises like this. Here's 2. See, I messed up the part of 1. I can't show you, but you can see 2. It'll tell you where your mind first goes is focus. You need to, like I told you, going into focus, returning to focus in, pull your, then you realize my focus equals my energy. Can you see number 2? Step 2?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you see substance is earth, earth, yin, and you're looking within. So it's yin energy. Number 1, I don't know why it won't let me show you that number 1, but it's focus, it's fire, it's yang, it's heaven. So those are the first 2 you're working with, yin, yang. And what does that mean and how? So first step, you got to return the focus and start a fire within that Shin Yi, the truth, and you start a fire. Because there's another story I didn't tell you. It's like we're like all like comets, but our light and everything is behind us. All our energy, we leak it all out. We don't have no spirit, no real. You listen to the beginning of the talk. So we need to pull it back in. These are the methods. I write them all down and help you. All the exercises that help you get inside. Because we can't use the monkey. We can just talk to the monkey. I'm telling you, the monkey, you're talking to the monkey right now. I'm telling you mentally how we get to do it. Why, right? And then you've got to do it. See, it's the work. You can talk about going to the gym and getting strong, but you got to go to the gym. And you need to do the right exercises. So these are they're step important. Each exercise and each breath builds on the other. I can't show you all of them because then I'll be showing you all my information. I want you to come and work with me. So the total is like 60 exercises in 10 months. Include meditation, breath work. That makes also Qigong, like breathing together with your body. Breathe in, out, in. And where your limit of your body is, this is no good. So you learn the container, you learn how to move your body and make it very connected. I teach you about your hands, your feet, your tongue, your mouth, everything, your sexual organs, your kidneys, your lungs. We do go in and all work this machine. This is a machine, my friends. Don't forget it. Don't forget that. Take anything away. This is a machine for God, a device, a vehicle to God. So we want to learn. So all these exercises to open you up, to activate you, to put it together. It's all the pieces. Yeah, understand? So you're seeing part of it says track, the art of tracking. You start tracking yourself at number 2 because you know whatever your mind goes into, remember we're projecting, it starts forming it in your life. It starts forming this identity. You can reshape the identity. You can change your voice. You can change your look, your posture, everything. You're nothing but an actor. Later on, you become a very powerful, moving, shape-shifting person in this program. Very, very much so. Very aware of yourself. So all this is working. If you look at number 2, it says blue flame now. So we start at ember and then we get a chaotic flame. Our consciousness is moving around. We're not penetrating yet. We don't have the ability to penetrate our mind down yet. When the more you can penetrate your mind down, then you become, start awakening all the things asleep inside your body.
Michael, have you ever practiced Qi Gong? Qi.
Qigong is, look in the thing, there's Qigong all inside this. Qigong is a new word, but I use it in here because you can see it says Qigong and number 2, maybe 2. First, you don't do, the first step, we're not doing Qigong. Let's see here.
I just wondering that, do you think Qi is equal to the definition you say about energy?
Yes, it's you have to understand, and we teach you about Qi, but you'll see here it says Qi Ben Qi Gong, Qi Ben Qi Gong, Ba Duan Qi Gong. Yeah, these Qi Gong, Ba Duan Qi Gong, Qi Ban Qi Gong. There's all Qi Gongs, and it's really the older name is Ne Gong. Qi Gong.
Yeah, that's right, Ne Gong. Yeah.
It's more like what we're doing because we want internal work. This is Neidan, internal alchemy that I'm talking. All this stuff is internal alchemy. Qigong is energy work, right? Really, we want to really more think internal work. We're working inside this type of spiritual stuff. So Qi is, it's when you read, like when it talks about the tiger and the dragon, the tiger is the pole, it's holding on to its emotion. When the dragon goes down into the waters, it revitalizes the energy. See? It's returning all their energies to yourself. That's your essence. When I told you to pull up your sexual energy, remember that? Pull up inside. That is the beginning. Your pelvic floor is very important. Most people are sick in the pelvic floor. Yeah. So that is Jing. That's the 3 treasures. We go over this a lot. The 3 treasures. Syncing the mind activates, starts the Qi. You don't get Qi without the mind and breath joining here. No way. So the 3 treasures, Jing, Qi, and those 2 together, let's Shen return. To start that,
that's very cool.
Start that, tie up the monkey and horse, calm the monkey and tie up the horse. That means bringing these down. Then you start it. Then you learn about your sexual energy, and you learn how to, we teach you about your sexual energy. We teach you ovarian. I teach you ovarian and genital breathing to change your Qi, Jing, and start to make Qi. Qi is a vapor. That's when the dragon goes in the, what is it? The Li fire goes under the Kan. It starts the bubbling, bringing up, because if the 2 are separate, a different way, they always separate each other. So when one goes underneath, fire goes under the water, we're talking about our intention down where our sexual energy is. The Jing returning, creating Qi, and the Qi rising up the 3 different. First, we have to start with the water, your kidneys. Then we start with the fire, your heart. Then it moves up to the 3rd eye. And then when you get to this level of cultivation, then you have Qi. So yes, there is a level of cultivation, but not a level of consciousness. There's a level of awareness and intellect about doing it, but being, once you're in the water, you're in the water, you're wet. How different, am I kind of wet or fully wet when I'm in the river? Right?
That's
Okay.
cool. Thank you so much.
So cool. I hope you guys got something. You can see a little bit of the program. And of course, there's going to be I'm going to be in these pictures, but there'll be all the pictures of the different, some of the different moves, and all of the meditations are written out and fully described. The program is over 500 plus pages right now. And that's actually just level 1, but level 1 is enough to really know almost all you need. There's another level to the program. It's really more in depth of really picking out, like if you're chanting or doing things, we go into what sounds are important, why, like A, E, I, O, U, they mean something. A, awareness. E is an intellect. O, purity. Ooh, spirit. So when we're speaking and chanting and yeah, we're, you know, oh, hilna, hey, nay. Oh, hilna, hey, nay, oh, hilna, hey, nay, oh, hilna, hey, nay, oh, hilna, hey, nay, you want, oh, hilna, hey, nay, oh, hilna, hey, nay, oh, hilna, hey, nay, you want. See, basic sounds in native language are very powerful. We call those non-language songs, or songs before you're born, like you heard was a baby. So chanting is important too, eventually, but not at first. You want to make a sound from at the end. You want to activate all your chakras. You want to go down here. Oh, hilna, ah, hilna, ah, hilna, ah, hilna, oh, hilna. You're going up and down. You're undulating. You're awakening everything. This is the art. This is internal knowing. So you're using all that's given to you. Nothing out there that you need. Just have to get in touch more with what you've been given. So hope that's enough. We're to help everyone, and you know, so many young people are asking all these questions, and I wish more was just viewing today so we could help them all. And the more I'm at service, the more I'm helping, the more we're helping everything in the world, you know. So thank you for this opportunity to be able to speak and share what I know. Thanks so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks for the wonderful sharing.
Thank you so much. Very helpful.
Yeah, it's very helpful for some of us. Yeah, maybe for all of us. And this session has been recorded, and later on I'll pass you the link of the video. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here with just as we do, and it's a little ending.
Oh, is that a Chen Xiang?
Sampalo. It's just a little offering for everybody.
That's sweet.
Thank you so much.
Santo, and we'll ring the bell. The end of our session. And thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.